Well, how y'all doing? It's PawPaw again. Lord have mercy, my wife sure does like this homemade wine now that I changed that recipe, cut that sugar back a little bit. I don't know why she wants to cut back that sugar, because I'll give her some sugar anytime she wants. But that's a southern thing. Y'all ever heard that? Give me some sugar. That means give me a kiss. Anyway, we're gonna just get this wine making factory fired up. Those of you that know my recipe knows that my go-to recipe is 1 quart, 1 cup, 1/4 teaspoon. Well, come to find out, my wife don't like it quite that sweet, and if it means that I can save money by making her some wine that she likes, I'm all about that, because you know me, I like doing it cheap. So we were at Walmart. Well, we was at Aldi, and they didn't have any white grape peach. She said she liked that white grape peach. So went over to Walmart. Good God, price everything's going up. It's crazy. So again, my recipe and my technique is to pour out 2 cups, okay? Because this bottle is 2 quarts. And I've got to pour some of it out in order to have head space, so when we put the sugar and the yeast in there, it doesn't boil over, all right? And it's got room to foam up, got head space. So let's just get right into it here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open all 3 of these. I'm going to take 2 cups out of each one of these, and that's going to leave me 1.5 quarts in each bottle. I'm going to put that in here, so if I'm taking 1/4 of this one and 1/4 of that one and 1/4 of that one, just like a dollar bill, if I take 1/4 from each one's 3/4. And I'll take those 3/4 I took out, put them in here, and we got 4 jugs, okay? So I'm going to do that while my dearly beloved is measuring out 1 cup of sugar. So she's over there, you can't see her, she's off camera. She don't like to show out. I don't either. Y'all know how shy I am. Anyway, I'm pouring out 16 ounces out of this 64-ounce jug. And there we go, 16 ounces. And let's see here. Oh, by the way, for those of y'all that aren't and put a 1/4 and 1/8 of yeast in there. That's right. For those of you that are on the metric system, this jug right here is 1.89 liters. And for the sake of argument, because measurement ain't that critical, just consider this recipe the same as a liter instead of a quart. But anyway, I'm using 1.5 quarts. Right there is 1.5 quarts. Now I'm going to pour this 1/2 quart in this empty jug that I washed out real good. PawPaw, how do you sterilize your stuff? Soap and water, wash it out, it'll be alright. Them Egyptians and them Romans, when they made wine years ago, hell, they didn't have that sanitized stuff. They didn't have bleach. They just made sure they tried to clean it best they could. Threw a rag over it and left it somewhere warm and dark. So anyway, that right there is, there we go. That's 2 cups. PawPaw, I wish you'd take the label off so we could see how high that is and all that other stuff. All right, let me take the label off so you can see it. There. Oh my God, it looks like somebody peed in that jug. I know you think I'm kidding, but I'm serious. It looks like somebody peed in there. Of course, it'd have to have awful little tallywhacker to be able to pee in that jug, but you know, that's the way it goes. Okay. Hand me that. All right, so what I've got here, instead of using 1.5 cups, which I normally would, I'm using 1 cup. And my dearly beloved has put 3/8 of a teaspoon of yeast in there. The last video I did, I was talking about how I didn't have a 1/8 of a teaspoon measuring spoon, and somebody told me about them. Heck, I went to Walmart and found them. So now then, I don't have to put, for sake of argument, I don't have to put a 1/2 teaspoon in there. I can do what I really want to do, and that's only use 3/8. Okay, so I'm going to pass this over to my dearly beloved, and I'm going to let her, hopefully this will work, let her pour the sugar into that jug while I'm grabbing another one here. See, hold on, don't run away. No, leave it right here. There, we can see it there. Okay. So she take it easy, it's gonna get stopped up in that funnel. Believe me, I know from experience. There you go. All right, let me do this again. Yeah, she says, I sure do like that white grape peach. And I said, well, we ain't gonna get that white grape peach made and that wine made if we don't get with it. So she said, well, get with it. And I said, well, you help me. Okay, but I'm still not gonna get on your video. Alright. Yep, looks like somebody peed in that. Okay, do it again. 1 cup of sugar and 3/8 of a teaspoon of yeast. And that one right there is done. See all that sugar sitting down there in the bottom? We don't want that. We're going to shake this up in a minute. But right now, I'm trying to get it all situated. And you got your, you can put your yeast in it yet, have you? Okay. And for those of you that this may be one of my first videos of winemaking, I just use the same yeast that you see on the shelf in the grocery store next to the flour. You know, for those of you that like to make yeast rolls and all that, there's actually, they actually sell the yeast, and it comes in packets, three in a strip. Let's see, that's going to go in this one here. Okay, I got to pay attention what I'm doing or I'll get so confused. All right, so let's pour that in there. So what I have done is I have poured I'm pouring 48 ounces, which is 1.5 quarts, 48 ounces into this jug. And the funny thing is, all these other jugs have 48 ounces in them. How about that? So we're gonna make us up 4 jugs of wine using 3 jugs of juice. Okay. And except for the pea foam, them look exactly the same. All right, let's see what's this. And do it again, honey. Boy, it's so much easier when you got a helper, y'all know it. She's making it easy for me, instead of me having to do all the work. Of course, she probably wouldn't be helping me if I didn't wash the dishes today. Ain't that right, honey?
No.
No? Okay, let's see.
I help if you need help.
All right. Well, she is putting, we're using 1/4 of a teaspoon of yeast per quart. Half of a quarter is 1/8, okay? And so because I'm using 1.5 quarts, I'm going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon and half of 1/4 of a teaspoon, which is 1/8 of a teaspoon. So go ahead. Yeast in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 1/4 and 1/8.
1/4 and 1/8, and that makes 3/8. And for those of you that ain't got that didn't jump through your butt and go to Walmart to get you a 1/8 teaspoon measuring spoon, it's okay. You can put a half a teaspoon in. Do it again, huh? Okay. So here is our 3 jugs that I purchased. You can see they all got labels on them. And my wife is doing the 4th one. So now then, we want shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your... Hey, you know what? Maybe I could do this to that Beyonce song. Lord, YouTube has covered up that Beyonce song. People dancing. Have you got enough there? You need some more.
There's not enough yeast.
Okay. Look at here. I just happen to have one ready to go. Yeah, pour it over your sugar. That way if you, some of it misses. It's not perfect, don't worry about it. This ain't rocket science. Close enough is gooder enough, you know what? Okay, so. Shoot, this will be enough wine to keep you happy for 2 weeks.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Honey, you can move this if you want to. That's all right. Okay. Shook that up pretty good. We'll come back and shake it up some more. Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna let her shake that one, so she can proudly say that she made a jug of homemade wine herself. Of course, she did put the sugar and yeast in all 4 of these. Get you a little clump of sugar, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, there it went.
Yeah, should have.
There's another one that's trying.
Should have got the clumps out.
Just trying. There it went. All right. Yeah, when your sugar got clumps in it, it don't like to flow through a little tiny funnel. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for a bigger mouth funnel. Okay, put that cap on tight and shake, shake, shake. All right. You can't see her, but you can hear her. She's like Sasquatch. Often heard but never seen. So we got our wine mix all going on strong, and getting ready to put in the cabinet where it's dark. My most peculiar wine, the one I did the sugar and yeast and water, it's in there. It's still working. Ain't supposed to do this because you're supposed to leave it for 30 days and don't even look at it, don't think about it. But for the benefit of my audience, just for you guys, we're going to take a peek at it with the camera. Now, if you think you got it all shook up real good, look at the bottom of your jug and you're going to say, oh, wait a minute, there's still some sugar there. So that means you got to shake some more. But you want to make sure you get all of it dissolved. And some people worry about sediment. I'll tell you what, if you buy some just regular Concord grape, if you hold the bottle up and look at it, it's got all kinds of sediment in it. Just the juice does, not worried about making wine. Just the juice has sediment in it, so it ain't gonna kill you. But I try not to drink the sediment. There's no reason to. But I like to die when I see what these cost. These are the Great Value brand. And these was $3.97 a bottle. So $12 to make a quart and a half 4 times. I'm so confused. I tell you what. Let's see here. 2 quarts times 4 is 8 quarts. We're doing 8 quarts for $12. So how much a quart's that, $1.50? Think so.
I'm not the mathematician.
Yeah, $1.50, because 2 quarts, a quart, not counting the cost of sugar, which is like 31 cents for a cup of sugar, and the yeast is maybe 7 or 9 cents. That ain't a whole lot. So you figure, let's see, a quart of this is $2. Okay, 1 quart is $2. Yeah, 3/4 is, okay. So that jug is $3 plus the sugar, plus the yeast, so about $3.40. And I'm gonna get 2 bottles of wine out of this. And when I say 2 bottles, I mean 750 milliliters. Because remember, a bottle of wine is 750 milliliters. So we're gonna get 2 bottles of wine out of this. So that means your wine's gonna cost you how much? A bottle of wine's gonna cost you about $1.85. Well, I don't think you can buy $1.85 wine no more at the liquor store. What used to be $2.95 for some of the less expensive wine that I'd buy for my wife, $2.95 done jumped up to $3.95 now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You got sugar in the bottom of yours?
Nope.
Well, she's better than I am. Well, I'm not gonna, I said I wasn't gonna bore you to tears. Let me show you one more thing on this before we close out taking the camera in there and taking a peek at that what's gonna be watermelon flavored Kool-Aid wine. Okay. Yeah, I had a bunch of people say, well, when do you add the Kool-Aid? Well, hell, you wait till it's made. Okay. what you want to do now, you ain't got to buy no fancy airlock. If the cap is closed, there can't no air get in it, can't no bugs get in it. So loosen it up just a smidgen to where you can squeeze the bottle. Look at that. Squeeze it. See how it kind of pops up? This is what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just doing this right here going. See that? So when your CO2 is building up pressure here, it'll push out of the cap, and then the cap will close right back down, and it doesn't let any oxygen, any air, any bugs, any impurities get in there. Because remember now, that's why we have head space, so when it starts foaming up, it don't get up in here and get everything clogged up. So that's the way all four of them got to be when I put them in there. All right, let's go check on that other thing. This fine looking, expensive looking cabinet was actually being thrown away at Lowe's. And you know me, I like doing it cheap. My son-in-law found this at Lowe's, and he said, y'all throwing that away, let's just throw it in my truck, which they did. Okay, I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to disturb it. I'll show you. See if it'll focus. Let me set the thing down here. Yeah. See a little line of bubbles? That's all around that. So it's a working. It's a making alcohol. And what we'll do now, once that is finished off, we will pour that off into another jug, leaving whatever sediment may be in the bottom down there. And we'll add a pack of unsweetened Kool-Aid. I'm so excited to do watermelon. You know, just like old Tom T. Hall. Old dogs, children, and watermelon wine. Well, folks, there you have it. I want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you that is that watches my videos, and shout out to everybody that subscribed. I really appreciate all of y'all. I'm at 98,915, something like that. No, yeah, 98,915, 18, something like that. They ain't far from 99,000. I'm so excited. Anyway, tell your friends and neighbors. I run into a guy at Aldi, and he had a bottle of wine in his hand. It looked to be a little bit pricey. And I said, I see you're a wine drinker. I said, maybe you might be interested in the homemade wine I make. I said, I've got a YouTube channel. I'll give him one of my cards. And I said, check it out. I hope you'll subscribe, but check it out. See how I make my homemade wine. It's really easy. He said, you know, I've thought about doing that, but can you make a dry wine? Well, sure you can. You'll make a dry wine, just don't put as much sugar in it. Or get you some of that, you can actually get you a winemaker's yeast, which will, you know, can get a little higher alcohol. But I've been so pleased just using bread yeast. Try the KISS philosophy, you know, just keep it simple, stupid. And we're going to check back with you here in about 30 days, and we're going to have some of this white grape peach. Oh my God, it's so good. I almost grabbed me some pomegranate plum, because I really like that too. It makes a nice wine. But then I thought, you know, if I get 3 of these, I can make 4. And me and the wife both like white grape peach. Well, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all try to stay out of trouble. You have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye, everybody.